the Dutch first came to shore, Fort Zeelandia stands evermore. Sword lions guards with steadfast might, the legend of Taiwan's history bright. A poem by Lin Hui.
Hello everyone, I'm Kana. I'm a half Taiwanese, half South African, Tainan local mixed kid. Welcome to Anping district of Tainan. When people think of Tainan, many of them probably picture traditional food and historic alleys. But if you really want to trace this city's origins, you have to come to Anping. Anping was originally called Dayuan, which is actually where the name Taiwan comes from. This place has a rich history, a place where Taiwanese trace their roots from the Dutch arrival to Xing's landing, to the Qing dynasty's golden age. Anping isn't just a name on the map, it's more like a living, breathing museum. Today, I want to take you into this museum to see how it has left its own mark over time and how it continues writing its own story even nowadays. In 1624, the Dutch East India Company landed in Anping and built Fort Zeelandia, marking the beginning of Taiwan's colonial history. Anping's journey began under Dutch rule, then continued through Xing's reign, Qing governments, and Japanese occupation, each era bringing shifts in power and cultural blending. This created a unique sense of history that belongs only to Anping. Now, walking down its streets, you'll see a historic fortress before you. Turn around and you're on a centuries-old street. It feels like time never left, but quietly lingers here in Anping. But my first stop is something truly special. It's a piece of history that can move. It has traveled to many places, but finally settled in Anping, silently standing guard, becoming part of the scenery and part of our memory. Right now, I'm here with Professor Lai, standing on the legendary Yuguang warship. This ship is really something. Would you say it's fair to call it a battle-hardened vessel?
Yes, absolutely. It's truly a military ship in every sense of the word. It was launched and commissioned in the U.S. back in 1945.
1945?
That's right.
So around World War II?
Exactly. The very end of World War II. It came into service just as the war was wrapping up, and it was even awarded a battle star.
Battle Star. That means it really saw some serious action.
Definitely. It's a true veteran of many battles.
So what kinds of wars did it take part in?
It saw action in the Vietnam War.
The Vietnam War?
Yeah, and also in a battle in the Atlantic. It carried out coastal bombardment missions during that time.
Wow, that's a lot.
Right, and believe it or not, it even took part in NASA's Mercury project.
Wait, NASA? Seriously?
Yep, that's right.
Wow, it really has been through a lot. Wait a minute, how did an American warship end up in Taiwan?
Well, it served in the U.S. Navy for about 10 to 20 years. Then, after it was decommissioned, the Republic of China Navy acquired it. At that time, Taiwan actually received quite a few Gearing-class destroyers. They were all brought here and reclassified under a new system. We gave them the Yang designation.
So this ship must have played a pretty important role in Taiwan's Navy.
Definitely. It made major contributions. In fact, back then, it even earned the nickname the Great Wall at Sea.
That's impressive. It really has been through a lot.
Totally. Super cool, right?
We're now in the first room right behind the missile launcher.
Yep, that's right. And this room is called
This is
the Captain's Cabin.
Oh, so this is where the captain comes to sleep or slack off?
And take showers.
Wait, there's a shower in here?
Exactly, but first, let's take a look at his bed.
Oh, there's a bed too.
Oh, the captain's bed. That's right, this is where he sleeps, and actually the bed is aligned with the ship's sailing direction, so he won't roll off while he's sleeping.
But don't ships rock side to side?
Well, this ship is pretty heavy. Its tonnage gives it great stability. It sails really smoothly. And this room is actually the largest private space on the whole ship.
The largest personal space?
Yes, and it's reserved just for the captain.
Only the captain gets to use it?
Exactly, only him.
And these chairs, are they original?
They sure are. Even the bathroom, the toilet and shower inside are original. Back when Taiwan didn't even have flush toilets, this ship was already equipped with one.
Seriously?
Yes, no joke. And this year, the ship turns 80 years old. What you're looking at now, this is our communications room. Right now, we're doing a simple demonstration from A to Z and 0 to 9. Each one has its own sound code. This system is called Morse code.
Morse code.
A telegraph machine.
Okay. Can you try spelling my name in it? Kenna?
Sure, no problem. Boom! The message hits. Too late to dodge. Right where you're standing now, this spot represents the heart of the ship. It's called the helm.
So this is where they control the whole ship?
Exactly, where they steer it forward.
Got it.
And what you're touching right now, that's called the ship's wheel.
The ship's wheel.
Yep, it controls the left and right.
Oh, so it's like a car steering wheel.
Right, side-to-side movement. And this here is the engine order telegraph. It tells the ship to go forward or reverse.
The DDG 925 Yuguang is one of only 5 remaining Gearing-class destroyers in the world. It's also the only one in Taiwan open to the public as a naval museum. Now moored in Anping Harbor, it still carries the might of its former glory at sea. From the bridge and captain's quarters to the steering room, every section has been preserved with authentic naval configurations. It gives us a rare glimpse into what life was like for Navy crews back then. Though war is now far behind us, the Yuguang continues in its own way to guard this piece of history, reminding us that peace is never something to be taken for granted. Now we leave the ship and step onto Anping Old Street. After the Dutch landed here, they built Fort Zeelandia on this very site and developed the port, laying out streets and infrastructure. One of those was Yamping Street, now known as Anping Old Street, which is one of the very first streets ever established in Taiwan. This isn't my first time visiting Anping Old Street, but it's the first time I've learned that this was Taiwan's earliest street to be developed on a large scale, also known as Taiwan's first street. Hello, sir.
Hi, Kana.
I heard this is the first grocery store on Taiwan's first street.
You could definitely say that.
For sure.
You have a ton of stuff here.
About 1,000 to 2,000 different items, I'd say.
That's a lot.
Lots of little toys and all sorts of things.
How long have you been running this place?
3 generations, around 60 to 70 years. That's some serious history.
Definitely.
I have to say, this is probably the biggest grocery store I've ever seen.
Yeah, by traditional standards, that's definitely true.
When I was a kid going to elementary school in Taipei, I used to visit similar stores or bookstores where you could play these lottery-style games or poke holes to win prizes. It really brings back memories.
Want to give it a try again?
Of course. Can I?
Absolutely.
Awesome. That's great. What's this?
This is called salty sour sweet.
Salty sour sweet?
Here, I'll open the pack so you can try it. Yeah, check out the packaging. It's kind of like the way traditional Chinese medicine shops in Taiwan wrap their herbs.
Hey, it's good.
Kind of like preserved fruit, right?
Yeah, like mi jian, that traditional preserved fruit snack.
Exactly, it's kind of that flavor. Let me show you how this punch game works.
All right.
Here, give it a try.
Wow, I haven't played this in like 10 or 20 years.
You got this.
I'll go for this one right here.
Okay. It's a little toy soldier. A minifigure. One more. Let's try this one. What's this? Looks like a mini boomerang. Maybe some kind of card too. You're supposed to use it like this.
You can launch it?
Yep, exactly. You can shoot it out.
That's a jackpot for me. This grocery store has been open for over 60 years. The moment you step inside, you're greeted by shelves packed with goods stretching from the entrance to the back. It feels like a department store filled with memories of the past. The more you look, the more fascinating it gets. Unlike today's stores, which focus on neat and curated displays, it appears nothing here is intentional, yet somehow it has everything. Thanks to the owner for preserving the magic of childhood so that even as we grow up, we can still savor the memories. Now I'm heading deeper into the old street to recreate a piece of history through art. This place was originally called Dayuan. Why was the name Dayuan eventually changed? It was because of Xing. After Xing drove out the Dutch forces, he renamed this place Anping. The old Fort Zeelandia is now known as Anping Fort. Today, I'm taking you to meet a master ceramic artist who uses his pottery to share the local history, including the story of Xing. Mr. Song!
Hey, Canal!
Hello, Mr. Song. Great to see you.
Yes, welcome.
So right now you're already
Doing wheel throwing.
wheel throwing.
Yes, using my hands to shape a bottle or a
I
cup.
came to see you today because I heard you're working on something related to Xing.
Yes, this is actually one of my personal favorites, the Anping pot.
Anping pot. What's its connection to Xing?
Back in 1623, when the Dutch came to Taiwan, they brought this item with them on their ships. It was originally a container for gunpowder. Later, we started calling it the Xing vase, also known as the Anping pot.
Oh, so the Anping pot was originally used to store gunpowder.
Yes, in the early days, it held gunpowder, but later on, when the Plains indigenous people came to this area, they started taking it up to the mountains to store things like rice wine. They used it in the temple rituals, filling it with water as an offering to the gods. Alright, Canal, let's start making the Anping pot. In front of us, we each have a lump of clay. First, just like me, use both hands to pat it down and give it a few firm
Is that
taps.
to make it behave?
It's to get it to stick right to the center of the wheel. If it's not stuck properly, once the wheel spins, it'll fly off. Okay, now that we've added some water, you can see the wheel starting to spin. For the first step, as it spins, wet your hands a little, then gently wrap your hands around the clay from the bottom and slowly pull it upward. Let's get a bit more water and try again. Slowly move your hands in, hug the clay, and lift it up from the base. If your hands feel dry or warm, just add more water as you go.
How come you can pull it so tall?
Go at a slower pace like me. See? It gets taller like this. Slow and steady. Okay, not bad.
Why won't mine rise?
Some kids have already sent their clay flying by this point. Yours is still on there. Well, even if yours flies off, it's totally fine.
Well, my pot. Why?
Your hands are too strong. Just like the clay. Put it back on the wheel, press it down again, and stick it back in place.
I don't know how the teacher controls the clay so perfectly. It looks so easy. I pull it up, and it doesn't change at all. You're not pulling hard enough. Okay, snap, it broke. The teacher said it can be fixed. All right, the teacher squished it back into a lump. Then said something like, push your thumb into it to make a hole. Thumb goes in and nothing happens except a little triangle hole appears. Then he said, spread it open. Doesn't it become a plate? Spread it out. No, it's all uneven. It starts spinning all crazy. The teacher said, now bring it back together to make a cup. The teacher's clay turns into a cup. Mine just lumps back into a pile of clay. So in the teacher's hands, it's all sorts of shapes. Sometimes a plate, sometimes a pot, sometimes a cup. But in my hands, it's just a lump of spinning mud. Now we're going to decorate our Anping pots.
Right, after we've shaped the clay ourselves, we usually don't even know who the maker is. So like many kids and adults here, we write blessings on them. Things like peace and joy, or we add the image of Anping's most famous guardian, the sword lion.
The sword lion.
The sword lion, like its name suggests, comes in different designs, like these ones I've made here. If you like, I'll show you how to make one. First, roll the clay into a small ball, like a dumpling, then place it into the hollow spot and press it down firmly. Press it well, so it forms a left sword and a right sword shape. Once that's done, use some clay to stick the parts together. After the second press, the outline of the sword lion will start to appear in your hands. Later, we'll attach our blessings to the Anping pot. Apparently, the Anping pot and the sword lion come from around the same era. Back then, soldiers would carry shields and swords, and when they returned home, they'd hang these under their door frames. From a distance, it looks like a lion biting a sword. That's the sword lion. It came to Taiwan during
during Koxinga's time. So if we add the sword lion to our pots, it adds a lot of meaning and story. Kana, take a look. Here's the left sword and the right sword and the double sword. This one represents good health. Exactly, it's a blessing.
What about the right sword?
The right sword wards off evil.
Wards off evil.
And the double sword is for protection and keeping away bad luck. Thank you, Mr. Song, for helping me create such a meaningful keepsake. The Anping pot has a very distinctive shape. A slender neck, a smooth rounded body, and a small tapered base. What surprised me was the Anping pot is not just a vessel, but also connected to the Siraya people's ritual pot beliefs. History is never a straight line. It changes and continues alongside human life. On Anping Old Street, we begin with the footsteps of the Dutch, then pass through the era of Koxinga, and arrive at the Qing dynasty period. The Qing government built a historic site here in Anping. The exact year of construction is unknown, but it remains well preserved today. With a hint of mystery, it awaits us to uncover its story. Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, Kana.
Morning. Today I'll be counting on you to give us a proper introduction to this place, the Haishan Hall.
No problem at all. Welcome to Anping's largest remaining historical residence, Haishan Hall. Check out my outfit, military gear. Looks familiar?
Yeah, just like the doll behind you.
Exactly. This is the Qing Dynasty soldier's uniform. Kana, have you heard of Koxinga?
Of course. Without him, Taiwan might not even exist.
That's right. If you come to Anping, you've got to know the story of Koxinga. After Koxinga came to Taiwan in 1662, the island entered the era of the Ming loyalist regime. That lasted until 1682 when General Shi Lang led an invasion of Taiwan. From that point on, Taiwan came under Qing dynasty rule. During the Qing period, they needed troops to govern the island, but they didn't dare use local Taiwanese as soldiers because just a short time earlier, those same people had been loyal to Koxinga. They worried that the locals might still have restored the Ming, overthrow the Qing sentiments, so instead they brought in soldiers from mainland China. They built 5 halls like this one to accommodate them. Now think about it. If we were sent to work overseas, what kind of job would we be willing to take?
Probably one with good benefits?
Exactly. High pay, decent housing, good food, right?
Yes.
So back then, in order to give these soldiers a better life in Taiwan, they built 5 of these halls. Today, only one of those 5 halls remain. This very one, Haishan Hall.
Did the building originally look the same as it does now after the reconstruction?
Yes, pretty much the same.
Oh, pretty much.
Yeah, very similar. Actually, a lot of the original architectural elements have been preserved. For example, take a look at these tiles here. Back in the day, when Qing soldiers were stationed here, what do you think they did when they felt homesick?
Yeah, what did they do?
They brought their household gods with them from home. In the past, their deities would be placed right here in the main hall.
So these were gods they brought from their hometowns?
Exactly. They used to be displayed here.
They're not here anymore.
They're not here anymore, but that's where they used to be. So nowadays, we can't see them. But look at these tiles. See how they're diamond shaped? They were designed to guide people toward the main hall where they would come to worship those gods.
Teacher, don't tell me you're taking me to this wooden plaque?
That's right. This is actually a very important historical relic. Kana, have you noticed that there are tons of little alleyways here in Anping?
Yeah, so many. I keep getting lost.
And because the alleys are so narrow, people often bump into each other. In feng shui, this kind of layout is said to create bad energy, what we call chongsha. It happens with a path or road points directly at a doorway, and someone rushes past unexpectedly. It's believed to bring bad luck. So, to block this kind of energy, we use lucky symbols or screens. This one here is our sword and blade screen. Look up, you'll see it's covered in old weapons, right?
Yes.
These are traditional weapons crafted into a screen. That way, when someone enters through the main gate, they can't look straight into the main hall. The screens block the view, and at the same time, it helps shield the house from any bad energy.
So you saying that totally reminds me a lot of my neighbors. They hang bagua mirrors in their windows.
Exactly, that's the same idea.
Got
And
it.
here at Haishan Hall, we've got even more little charms for warding off evil.
There's more.
Now, our next little evil warding charm, you'll have to look up for this one. Let's see if Kana can spot it. Where is it?
It's not the lamp. Oh, that little lion up there?
That's right.
Really?
Yup, and it's not just a lion, it's actually our local version of the wind lion god.
Lion
Have you
god.
ever heard of the feng shui statues in Jingmen?
No, I haven't.
They're a bit like the Shigandang stones. We carve stone into the shape of a lion as a symbol to ward off evil spirits and bad luck. Now, the one here in Haishan Hall is a bit cuter. If you look closely, there's also a little general riding on top.
There's someone riding the lion.
This little figure is unique to Haishan Hall. You won't find this version of the charm anywhere else.
So this is a Haishan Hall exclusive?
Exactly, one of a kind. You can't find it elsewhere.
Anping's alleyways are full of color and character. Its history isn't just something you read about. It's alive and all around you. Maybe it's all the changes this place has been through, but the people here have their own special way of keeping bad luck away and inviting peace. I invited a local friend to show me how the people of Anping keep good fortune close at hand. Welcome to our sword lion expert, Master A Tian.
Good morning, Kana.
Good morning. How many sword lions are still preserved in Anping today?
There are about 33 sword lions left in Anping.
Wow, 33.
Actually, even more than
Wow,
this.
do you know how many there were in the earliest
From
days?
what I know, there was about one for every 2 or 3 households.
So quite a lot then.
Yes, that's right.
And now over 30 are still preserved?
yes, over 30.
Oh. This is our sword lion.
Yes, this is the sword lion of Haishan
Oh,
Hall.
the Haishan Hall sword lion.
That's right. Do you see the road in front
this
of us?
road here?
Yes.
This little alley?
Yes, this little alley. Do you see the corner of that building?
That corner? What about it?
See how it's facing directly toward this door? Traditionally, sword lions serve a protective function. They ward off evil
Oh,
spirits.
to ward off evil.
Exactly. If there's a clash
Oh.
of energy, we call it Chongsa. We install a sword lion above the doorway to block
So
it.
it's kind of like how people today hang bagua mirrors. I see.
Yes, and its feet look like bats.
Bats?
Yes, the feet resembles bats, which symbolize good fortune.
Oh, bats as in fu qi.
Exactly. They're a symbol of blessings and good fortune.
Good luck. Oh. Teacher, which sword lion have we found here?
This is the most powerful sword lion, the one with the strongest magical energy to protect
the
you.
most powerful one?
Yes, look at its forehead. You'll see the characters Yu Jin Er. In traditional folk beliefs, when we draw talismans, we often write these characters on them. They symbolize strong spiritual power to attract good fortune and ward off evil.
Teacher, what does this most powerful sword lion protect?
This used to be the home of a man with the surname Chen. When this old house was renovated during the reconstruction of the old Anping settlement, it became one of the most unique houses here.
How so?
Because the building materials.
Is this coral reef?
Yes, coral stone. Locally, we call it lokong stone.
Dokong stone.
Or sometimes it's called gonglo stone.
Teacher, are those two sword lions behind us?
Yes, those are the two most famous sword lions of Wenlong Temple.
Wenlong Temple.
Yes, here in our local culture, they represent attracting wealth and welcoming blessings.
So one is for attracting wealth and the other for welcoming blessings?
Exactly. Wenlong Temple is a very well-known earth god temple in Anping, a place known for bringing wealth and blessings.
I later realized that each sword lion has a different color, a different object in its mouth, a different expression and facial features. They actually all look quite unique, and they each carry a different meaning. Even the things they protect vary slightly. The most special sword lion I saw today has to be the mysterious sword lion. To find it, you'll understand why it's called mysterious. It really is. It's hidden deep in a tiny fire alley. If I were any bigger, I probably wouldn't have been able to see it. And what's most amazing, that sword lion is guarding a 100-year-old grandma. Hunting for sword lions in the alleys of Anping has been one of the most fun and unique journeys I've ever had. Seeing the centenarian grandma full of energy, radiant and full of life, you can't help but believe the sword lion's protection is no mere legend. This place feels like an open-air museum. Every turn brings a new surprise. Anping's sword lions aren't just copy-paste replicas. Some look majestic, some calm and composed. Each one is worth slowing down for to take a closer look. Now that I'm out of the alleys, I'm going to visit a piece of art crafted by both time and nature working hand in hand.
Did you know Anping is actually one of the oldest ports in Taiwan? A customs office was officially established here in 1864, and the port opened in 1865. That drew in many foreign traders who set up trading companies here. Right beside me is one of those early foreign trading houses. It used to export sugar, tea, and camphor, but it also imported opium. Back then, this place was a major commercial hub, but today I'm not taking you to see the trading house itself. We're going to visit instead one of its old warehouses nearby, the Anping Treehouse. Let's go. Teacher, the moment I walked in, I immediately understood why this place is called the Anping Treehouse. But I guess it didn't always look like this, right? It must have gone through some history before becoming the Anping Treehouse we see today.
The Anping Treehouse was originally built by the Tainan Company Trading House. It served as their warehouse. During the Japanese colonial period, the Japanese government turned many things into monopolies under their control. As a result, Tainan Company and the foreign trading companies ended up losing their business. This place gradually fell into neglect. Once abandoned, no one took care of it. With no maintenance, many small birds in Anping started eating the fruits of banyan trees and then pooping on the rooftop below. Those droppings helped banyan trees, which have a strong characteristic. They grow aerial roots. As long as the air is humid, these roots can survive. Once they survive, the aerial roots slowly grow down to the ground. When they reach the ground, the roots gradually thicken and strengthen. As they get thicker and stronger, our banyan trees grow tall and strong.
Teacher, does the banyan tree affect the structure of the building? Because I noticed the wall over here looks
Cracked.
Did the banyan tree cause those cracks?
Yes. Normally, in a house like this, the roots can push walls apart. When that happens, the building becomes unsafe.
Oh.
Here, there are many banyan trees and so many banyan roots. These roots grow and press against the walls and roof, wrapping around them with their roots. Once these roots surround the structure like this, it actually prevents the walls and roof from collapsing. If it were just one banyan tree growing through a roof at home, the roof might become fragile and could collapse, making it dangerous.
So in this case, it's not dangerous. The banyan tree's roots are actually supporting the structure because there are so many of them.
Exactly.
Teacher, coming up here, the view is completely different. One thing I find really special is seeing the banyan trees growing right out of the roof.
Yes.
Are you still doing maintenance here, or how do you manage it?
This place is already over 100 years old. Originally, the roof structure was made of wood. After 100 years, the wood starts to rot and decay. To keep the treehouse safe for visitors, we installed metal supports here. With the metal frames in place, the wooden roof structure can still be preserved. When you come up here, you can also see how the banyan trees have grown over the roof, covering the entire roof with their roots and branches. The beams here are wooden, but now they are reinforced and supported by these metal frames. This way, visitors can still experience the original wooden roof structure from back then.
This kind of view must be unique in the world, right?
Yes, and safety is a top priority here. Even though the wood looks like it's almost rotten, the metal supports keep everything stable, so this place is safe. No worries at all.
This abandoned old warehouse has been completely taken over by banyan trees. It no longer waits to be repaired or restored. Instead, it simply transformed itself into something entirely new. Roots creep through the cracks in the walls and branches stretch out through the window frames. This mysterious beauty belongs to Anping alone. Leaving this place entangled by time, we return to the present. I want to see what life in Anping looks like today, how it coexists with everyday life, and how the people here live their lives balancing between history and the rhythm of the present. Hi, Liang.
Hi.
The weather in Tainan is amazing.
That's because Tainan is happy to have you. The Tainan sun is always this warm and welcoming.
Liang, you must be a true Tainan native and also the most beautiful illustrator around.
Thank you.
I have also heard that you're very familiar with the local arts and culture here in Tainan.
Very much so.
I've heard that Yuguang Island is actually a place rich in arts and culture.
Yes, that's absolutely right.
Yuguang Island just feels so relaxing and beautiful. And if you're coming from the Anping area, it's actually quite close. What's special about Yuguang Island is that its beach faces west. So that means if you come in the afternoon, you can watch the beautiful sunset. Another interesting thing is, these trees here were actually planted to block the sea breeze from hitting the land. That's why there are so many trees here. But over time, this also became a really beautiful landscape because before you reach the beach, you first pass through a lovely little forest-like area. I'm really curious, what kind of events have been held on Yuguang Island?
In the forest area of Yuguang Island, there are often cultural and art markets. And over by the beach, they've held large-scale music festivals as well as cultural and art festivals.
Have you ever come here and participated in any of these events?
Yeah, I come here quite often to do portrait illustrations.
What's that?
It's drawing our likeness, capturing how we look in this moment. Usually it's done face-to-face, but I can also work from a photo.
Since you mentioned we can include the scenery here, I was thinking of giving you a photo of me and my mom, and maybe you can combine it with the Yuguang Island setting, because it's been a really long time since my mom last visited Taiwan, and I'd love to use this opportunity to help her revisit those memories.
Sure, I'd love to.
Yeah, because I remember it was over 30 years ago, right after she married my dad. She came to Taiwan and did a round island trip.
Wow, that's amazing.
But after that, she never had an experience like that again. So I want to use this opportunity to tempt her to come back.
Okay, that sounds great.
Otherwise, she never comes to Taiwan to visit me. I'm always the one flying back to see her.
Yes, she definitely needs to
Right,
come.
so I'm counting on you to help attract my mom back here.
Got it. No problem at all. Consider it done.
As you can probably tell, I'm really bad at drawing. I have absolutely no idea how to draw. I tried to draw something to capture the beauty of this place. And right in front of me, there was a staff member standing there. He happened to be leaning against a tree. I thought the drawing was turning out okay, but when I got to the later part, especially when I tried to draw the facial features, I realized it was a total disaster. Totally hopeless. I just drew 2 circles and a line.
This is you and your mom.
You made my mom look so beautiful.
Did I get your abs right? Not enough?
You missed a bunch. At least 10 abs are missing. And my chest, too. Didn't I say I'm a D? You only drew a C.
Okay,
Seriously.
I got it. I'll try harder.
No, really, you did a great job.
Thank you.
It actually looks really good. Even though her drawing isn't super realistic, the kind that captures every detail, you can still clearly tell that she drew me and my mom. And the way she used colors, she's definitely a true artist. I could never express it like that. But with just a few strokes, a little color, a bit of water, she brings life to a blank sheet of paper. And suddenly it becomes a piece of art. Yuguang Island really is a place with the power to heal the soul. The shade of the trees, the sea horizon, the moving air. Even more special is that my mom has become part of the scenery. We haven't seen each other for a while, but in this moment, I felt a long-lost sense of closeness. Thank you, Liang, for this touching experience. Leaving Yuguang Island, I came to Anping Canal. This canal used to be a major shipping route for cargo ships and carried with it the ups and downs of Anping's people. Let's hop on a boat and sail into the sunlight and sea breeze to see from a different perspective the beauty of Anping. Hello, Teacher Hong.
Hello.
We'll be counting on you today to give us a good introduction to the Anping Canal.
The route we're taking today is actually the most special one we have. It's called the full voyage route. We'll be passing through 3 different waterways here in Anping. The first stop is where we are right now, Anping Fishing Port. Next, as we move forward, we'll enter the Anping International Commercial Port. Then we'll head into the Tainan Canal. It forms a full loop. We won't retrace our steps. The boat never turns back. It just keeps moving forward.
Teacher, we're about to cross the Yuguang Bridge.
Yes, we're crossing Yuguang Bridge and entering the area of the International Commercial Port.
From the fishing port. We're almost there. I've reached the commercial port.
That's right. Congratulations. You've arrived at the international commercial port.
Now I can start doing business.
As for the canal, we'll head over there in a moment. It's roughly in the direction behind your right side. We'll head that way. Soon, we'll cross the bridge called the Anping Canal Bridge. Once we cross that bridge, we'll officially enter what's considered the Tainan Canal area.
Oh, so just like the Yuguang bridge earlier, crossing the bridge marks the boundary.
Exactly. We usually use bridges as dividing lines. A very important feature of our whole canal route is that we have to duck under bridges.
So if we don't duck, we can't get through?
If you don't duck, your head will hit the bridge.
Okay, I'll definitely duck.
You must duck.
So the position of the railing, does it pretty much match the height limit?
Yes, we use the railing as the reference. As long as we're lower than that, it's fine. Look, the bridge in front of us, Xingnan Bridge. It's what determines whether we can operate the full route or not.
You mean if the tide rises, the boat can't pass?
Right, because it's the lowest bridge. So even if the others are passable, if the water level is too high to get under this one, we can't go.
This one is the key.
Yes, this one is the key.
So whether the route is open or not depends on this bridge.
At high tide, the distance from the water to the bottom of the bridge is only 60 centimeters.
60 centimeters?
Yes, when the water reaches its highest level.
That's about the length of an arm, right?
Roughly, yes.
You mean the distance between the water to the bottom of the bridge?
Right, just 60 centimeters between the water surface and the bridge.
Can we make it through, teacher?
Yes, we definitely can.
You sure?
Absolutely.
That's really close.
No worries. Okay, time to tuck your head. Heads down.
All right.
We're going under.
Whoa! Wow, so thrilling.
Congrats. We've passed under the lowest bridge.
That was fun.
Yeah. That was fun.
Teacher Hong, thank you. Today's cruise was really interesting, comfortable, beautiful, and exciting.
That's right.
Yeah, the excitement was really fun, especially at the Xingnan Bridge just now.
Yes.
The oldest and lowest bridge. That was fun, really enjoyable. When we set off, it wasn't sunset yet, so it was daytime, and along the way, it slowly turned into sunset.
Yes.
It was really relaxing.
Yes, exactly.
Can you also take this boat at night?
Yes, at night too. There are some lights along the canal. It's quite beautiful.
The Anping Canal has witnessed nearly a century of development in Tainan, from industrial prosperity to changes in the landscape. Many stories have unfolded along this waterway. It's not just a navigable canal, it quietly records the face of every era. And now, along both sides of the canal, there are special sights to see. Some locals in Anping have chosen to open shops in old buildings, infusing beautiful stories into every cup of coffee they serve. Anping Old Street at night is truly different. When all the shops close and the tourists have left, this place becomes very quiet. And the only place still open is this late night cafe. This cafe is truly special. It used to be the home of a tailor, but now it has been transformed into a cafe, and it sells more than just coffee. Let's get to know it better. Shangting, when I walked into your cafe, I immediately felt that the atmosphere is really special. At a glance, it looks like an old house that's been renovated, right?
Yes, exactly. This place used to be our boss's grandfather's house. He was a tailor, a well-known tailor in Anping. Here, we've kept some of his tailoring tools, and the counter you see, the sofas and the tables and chairs, all were handmade by our boss's grandfather.
All handmade by the boss's grandfather?
Yes,
So the boss's grandfather is a legendary tailor.
that's right.
Actually, I run a cafe myself, but we mostly do espresso and also pour over coffee. I've never seen siphon coffee made right in front of me. I wonder if I'm lucky enough today to learn and experience it?
Of course, I can show you how to make our siphon coffee.
That's great. Siphon coffee brews by using heat and cooling physical properties. When the water heats up and rises to the upper chamber, it mixes with the coffee grounds, releasing the aroma slowly into the hot water. After turning off the heat, the brewed coffee is drawn back into the lower chamber, extracting a delicate and rich aroma with a smooth texture and distinct layers.
the legendary combo of coffee and shaomai.
Yes.
That's kind of a surprising mix. Who would think to put coffee and shaomai together?
It all started when our boss was hungry late at night and didn't know what to eat. He thought about buying some dumplings and steaming them in an electric cooker. Then he realized they taste pretty good steamed like that. After that, we looked for something suitable to steam in an electric cooker, and we found siomai. We thought, why not steam siomai and coffee together? The flavors turned out quite nice. The skin was chewy but didn't get soggy. So for siomai, we paired it with coffee.
Are these siomai handmade here in your shop?
They're actually handmade for us by a local mom we commissioned.
Oh,
Exactly.
the taste of mom's handmade cooking. Great. Oh, yes. And your coffee really brings out many layers of flavor. You said this one is medium roast?
Yes, this one is medium roast.
More like medium light? Because I can really taste the floral aroma and fruity acidity quite clearly.
Right, this one is considered a light medium roast.
Okay, I still have brownie and coffee in my mouth. Now I'm going to eat the siomai.
Yes, this is our fresh shrimp siomai. We use whole shrimp wrapped inside combined with our koputo pork. It has a nice bouncy texture, not too greasy, more refreshing.
Kurabuto pork and shrimp siomai.
Yes.
That sounds amazing. I'll try it first.
You can try it with our yellow mustard.
Yellow mustard? My mouth is already complicated. Coffee, brownie, and now siomai. And you want me to pair it with yellow mustard?
Trust me.
Okay, I trust you. I didn't expect this. I took a sip of coffee and a bite of brownie, all pretty normal, but then the siomai with that flavor in my mouth, when you add a bit of mustard to the siomai, it's actually not too much at all. It's really delicious, but I think it also has to do with your siomai. The wrapper is very chewy, but the key is the filling. The black pork inside is really bouncy and springy, and then with the shrimp, it has a bit of a fresh sweetness. Honestly, I'm salivating right now, and the yellow mustard, it wraps everything together. It's amazing. Really tasty.
Thank you.
Awesome. In an old house late at night, two seemingly mismatched elements come together perfectly here. I think tonight is definitely one of the most special experiences in my life. No matter the era, Anping always offers unexpected surprises. The Blessing of the Big Fish is a very famous installation art piece in the Anping district these past few years. It was created by the artist Yang Shiyi. He used thousands of stainless steel pieces welded together without using a single screw. Would you say its appearance is very unique? Walking into the fish's belly and looking up, you'll see colorful glass. The shape of the stained glass represents Taiwan, our home. The vibrant colors symbolize Taiwan's diversity and inclusiveness. No matter where you come from, you will be gently embraced here. Anping District preserves the flavor of the old city while blending in the rhythm of modern life. And there are many fun places to explore. You definitely have to come here and take a walk. Linking368Taiwan, where shall we visit next? See you next time!
条汉字，因讲台湾是一条汉字，路途西经，充满生命力。我的决心，让台湾延绵。过去现在，和未来无限。台湾发展，全世界倾线。勇敢热情，脚步不停。在汪洋中，要游向未来。台湾华丽转身，华丽转身，咱做伙华丽转身。在汉字也心手相连下，拼出一片台湾。坚强勇气，坚强勇气，咱斗阵坚强勇气。心为一位坚。